Hello and welcome back. This is day 291 of streaming every single day and our 50-second art stream. Today we're going to be working on revamping our old photo once again. And if we get bored of that or can't continue it, then we will work on just doing random sketches. And I'd like to just continue working on this one for now, because I think it was turning out somewhat okay. I'm going to revamp some of this stuff. Like this part right here. I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay, let's get started. Hope everyone is doing well. Hello, Rio. I hope you're doing well. You know, even though I changed my schedule temporarily, it does feel like I've had a lot more energy. So I think that's been really nice. See here, I will probably change some of the stuff. And also change this part up here. I've got to make room for this. We're gonna do this here, and then we're gonna change the colors. Oh, that is not the right one. There we go. Let's go to turnip pen real quick. That one's much better for coloring. When it comes to base Clip Studio brushes. Oh, that's nice. Go here. Okay. Almost done there. So one thing I really like about digital art is how easy it is to revamp certain parts of your art. At least when it's in a stage that you're comfortable with. Because like I say that, but depending on how much you render your art, that can be really hard to change. To go from one thing to another. But lucky for me, I'm just in this like draft phase with this piece, so I can just like change whenever. Might change the hair back to the original color it was supposed to be too. It's supposed to be let me hide this folder. This one. How different would it look? We change that color to this dirty blonde that he had before. Oh, not bad. Okay, I have an idea with this one then. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was picturing. Alright, that works. I thought I had the original color still though. Did I not? It's just the original of that one, but... Wait. Oh, I lost the original color of this. Darn it. This color. This was supposed to stay on the normal layer. And I went over on the mask layer to add color. For whatever reason, that didn't load properly. There we go. Okay. Well, we got that done. Oh, we should probably mask layer this. Never mind. We shouldn't do that. It'd be a lot of work. A lot of extra work I am not ready to do. Essentially, if I had done a masking layer, I'd have to go and do it on each layer of these, which is not fun. It's easier to just try to stay within the lines. I didn't realize that this was going to be so much more difficult once I made his skin color so light. I think this is another big reason why you never draw with pure white as one of the base colors, because that will be a nightmare if you need to add lighting to it. If you need to add like lighter colors than that, I mean. There might be ways, but if there are ways, I do not know. Except for maybe with the glow tool. I feel like that's not a very good thing to lean on though for that. I don't know too much about that. After all, I'm actually not too used to rendering in general. I've been like more of a sketch artist than a renderer, I guess. It's kind of hard. It's definitely not one of my favorite things to do, is render images. It's not that I hate it, but like I just definitely don't enjoy it as much as just sketching, which is why I said like, okay, well if I just get bored of doing this, then I'll go to sketching. I think I'd be a better concept artist than like a main artist in that for that reason. And if this makes any sense, that's why I have a hard time finishing some of my projects. Because once it gets to the rendering process, then it's like, okay, do I want to continue that? For some reason, it might just be an ADHD thing, but for some reason I always go, oh, a new project sounds like it'll be more fun right now. And that's the reason I hop around to different projects. Actually, that's the same reason I hop to different alts in Final Fantasy XIV too, actually. Sometimes, I guess. But definitely one of the main reasons. I think I should keep the lighting and the shading on a different layer, so... It's already better, I think. What do you guys think? Oh, I definitely made his skin lighter. Hmm. I feel like the light behind this one is way brighter. Or maybe it's just the bad contrast, because in this one, I had a very, like, soft shadow for this one. The soft shadow color. But then for the skin to the lit part of the skin here is very different. In stark contrast. I think I did it better in this one. For that aspect. I think that one's gonna look good. I'm gonna do a different pen for this. I think I'm gonna try doing a darker color for his hair as well on the same one. More like this. That's really bad. Because of the calligraphy pen. Technically it is, or it could be seen as a style, but... it's too bad I can't erase in the same... Good if I do this. Should have done the like really dark part first. There we go. Not sure why I decided to do the dark part there, but I think it looks alright. Wait, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but this might be a shorter stream. I'm not sure how long it'll be. I'm just gonna stick it out as long as I can. It is getting closer to the time I need to go to sleep, but we should be fine. It's not like yesterday how it was... I mean, actually it will be pretty close. I think I started stream later today than I did yesterday, so I guess that's probably one of the issues. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I should have started sooner. Like how this part of his hair looks like a sakura blossom. Hmm. Well, let me make a dark color now, just for this part right here. Merge right there. Okay. I did way too many wrinkles up here. I get to redo that part, honestly. And yes, I do realize I already put the lighting on this part, but it's fine. I think it looks better like this anyways. I think any practice I can get with rendering, the better. I really want more practice in that. I haven't taken like official art lessons either before. I think that'd be fun to do sometime. Following a course or something, maybe. I think I overdid the wrinkles here on the shirt. think that looks significantly better. Okay, here's gonna be the ultimate test. This is gonna be interesting. This will test my ability greatly. If I can do this, I think I can do a lot. You guys might be wondering what I mean by that, but I'll see what I mean. I always like to draw this character's ears to the side like this. I find it a big part of his character. I like to make his ears a little bit bigger if I can. So his ears are pretty big. Like, they're huge. They practically sit at the top of his head. All the way to where the human ears connect. I think his would be a very fun costume to wear, honestly. This isn't what he usually wears, but I think his usual costume would be very fun to wear. I have a way of making the ears work. I do think cosplay would be fun, too. I would totally do it for this character. At least I think. Here goes. Fun fact, this character that I'm drawing right now is a character I've been drawing for several years. Possibly even longer than I've been drawing Alfi, actually. Because Alfi is a character that, while I was writing her into my story, I had never drawn her for a really long time. This character has been drawn since the very beginning. You guys are yet to see what I meant. Actually, I'm having a lot of fun with this one right now. Because I just did something I have not done before. I'll do this one upwards like this. Unlike the first hair on the very left. I'll make this one like a tuft right here. Tuft of hair. Remember the spots here change to this side. Okay, the inside of this would be like that, and then inside of this one, so I gotta change this one, and then this one right here. I'm gonna change this one just a little bit. And there we go. It's funny, so that's only 2 layers, which changed the entire thing. Okay, I wonder if we can do the other one now. I'm actually really curious about it. I just realized that so much more doors open to me now. So many more opportunities. You know, I'm probably not going to have enough time to do the background this time once again, but hey. We're able to properly transform the character into their, pretty much their purest form, like their original form. Because I've had a lot of renditions over the years, and this is like a pretty close version to his original. To be fair, I do forget how his bangs work. Literally every time I draw him. Do you guys have problems with that too? So I need to fix whatever was going on with his bangs, because this was actually supposed to be the first VTuber model I was going to make a very long time ago. And, I'm not sure if it's normal for that to happen. Where you draw something or an aspect of your character and then you just forget how to draw that aspect after you drew it once. And you can't like recreate it again. I think I just need to sketch him more because I used to be able to do it pretty well. I used to draw him on my tablet quite a lot. I don't have that many paper sketches of him, but I did use my tablet a lot to do that. I wonder, will this continue off to this here? Okay, I have an idea. I need 2 more layers. This one. Take an orange color. Actually, oh wait, we do have an orange color right here. For context, the outfit you guys see Alfie wearing in the bottom right corner for the PNG tube model is actually, from this outfit. It was started as this character's outfit first. And then I decided to make a version for Alfie that she could wear too. cover this part up quite a bit, I realize. Oh yeah, my favorite part about this outfit is literally his mask, for a number of reasons. His mask is just so nice. Even though technically the connotation of the mask in the story is not the best, I just love the design of it a lot. Let's see if I'll get to draw it for you guys today. I'm lucky that his sleeves are actually long sleeve for this one. I'm also lucky that his sleeves are much baggier than these. I've had, again, a few different versions of that where he has like half sleeves or long sleeves or whatnot, and I honestly can't decide. I thought of trying to make like a really dynamic outfit where he could like change certain parts of it when he wants. Like maybe there could be a way of him being able to attach his sleeves back on or something, or maybe he sews them on later on in the story, or maybe they just start long and he has to cut them later. I've thought of a lot of different scenarios. I can't decide which one so far. That's just a small matter. I think after this, after we get the line art on of this, I think we're gonna probably end stream here. It's not even been an hour yet, but it is getting late. Which kind of sounds ridiculous to say that, because I'm so not used to this. I'm gonna make it thinner. This honestly isn't the best line art color for this. Usually I choose like a dark red for this line art and shade color. Because I actually really like having his shade of orange with a red shading color. Actually, I'm really glad we decided to come and revamp this art now. It would have just sat here forever, never touched again. I'm gonna try to find the actual color of his outfit now. Our closer version. This is not as close, but it will do for lighting. I'd like to find what his color was, but I just remember it was really, really, bright. I actually do have fabric to make his outfit in real life. I just need to, like, figure out more sewing stuff before I attempt that. I do, in fact, have the cloth required, though. Not gonna lie, this kind of looks like a sticker. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make his mask. I'm gonna put it right on his face first, so that I can move it down. I can't remember how this part went. Is it like hung right on his chest piece right here? Remember it had something to do with this shape up here. Something like this for the eyes. And then I know it was based off my own beloved mascot, Snowfox. think that's why he had this shape here, which is the snow fox shape. It's a very basic shape. Let me go find it real quick though, because I think it might be a little bit different than what I'm depicting it as. I also like to like reverse this if I could. That's a little bit better. Because it has to hang on this chest piece. I think the hard part about this is it's supposed to go like way up here. And it doesn't cover the mouth. It covers the nose though. So it's like a half mask. If I remember correctly. I don't have one of his references up right now, even though I probably should. But remember, with character memorability, I feel like it's really important to have a design that you can remember. So I need to see how I remember it first, to see what I need to change about my old design. If there's anything that is necessary to change from me remembering it. 'Cause I need to be able to draw it over and over again. Especially if I plan to make a manga with them. Because I'm starting off with a novel version. Even though it's technically a light novel, I'm just calling it a novel because it will have the full story in it. I don't really like have a taste for having a bunch of light novel volumes. That's not my kind of idea that I would want. I'd want people to just have to buy one book, not buy a bunch of little books to equal the story. At least in form of light novel, I mean. I wouldn't want people to have to buy multiple. But I do have the idea of still doing a manga, which is obviously going to be multiple books. It's slightly off, I can tell. But for the most part, it's very accurate. Oh yeah, I just remembered a very important part about this. I'm gonna take this part right now and is the word crimp? I would just like do that real quick and then take this one and then I remember it being like kind of like a heart shape, but the hard part is fitting it on him. Remember I was mentioning how it doesn't cover his mouth, but it covers his nose. It's a little bit hard to see right now. If anything, I could do this and change it a little bit like this. Let me just go back over this and color it in these spaces we just made. This was supposed to cover his cheekbones just a little bit, but... Also, I think at this angle you'd be able to see the part where this goes up for his nose. It's supposed to be a darker color than this. We're gonna do real quick is we're gonna make this opaque. And we're gonna draw right on him. I can draw over this one since this is the transformation version. I like to draw his face markings in this like slanted pattern. But he's supposed to be a fennec fox cat mix. It's one of my favorite characters. Okay, that's settled. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take his mask now. Wait, do we just draw that all in one layer, actually? Oh, yes, we did. Wow. Supposed to be at an angle because it's gonna be resting on his shirt. I realize how cheapy I drew him here. It's actually kind of crazy. He's not usually this chibi, but I actually really like it. I feel like you guys can see like more of my style in this. I didn't think I had a style, but I think this kind of shows me otherwise. There we go. Just gotta draw around the eye hole now, right here. Oh, I think we also like draw his eyebrows through this too, possibly. Like as part of the mask, I mean. Like this or something. I could be wrong. Might have been something more like this. But when you remove the mask, you can't even really see his eyebrows. Not as well as you should be able to, at least. I do realize now with the lining of the mask of the eye holes, that they are not exactly even on the mask. That is fine. It's just another thing that I'm gonna have to like go back and see which parts are memorable, how to make sure that they're the same on every time I draw it. Okay. I'm gonna take these and then put it down here. I think the issue is I didn't really make it 3D. There we go. I think we could try to draw his eyebrows real quick. Should make it on this one. Yeah, we really won't be able to see his eyebrows very well. Oh, absolutely not. We will not be able to see it. Like, at all. Forgot, yeah, the shading is also... The shading of his, hair color is also the shading of his eyebrow color. And that's pretty much him. We'll have to redo this, background next time we get a chance to. I'm actually really happy with how that came out. This was my first time trying that. And if you guys are confused what that is, I mean how I redrew over like that. That was my first time trying that. But now I'm confident that I can change things like that. I'm much happier with the result like this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This was day 291 of streaming every single day, and our 50-second art stream. I will see you guys all in the next one. I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a wonderful night. Bye.